My name is Badmus. I'm a Nollywood actor. I'm a producer, director, and I'm an actor. That is my profession. That is my constituency. That is what I know how to do. Wow. Okay. I met Shola Shubawale, and she introduced me to Bello and Mama Rainbow. It was actually Mama Rainbow's film at that time. So they said, "Oh, can you speak Yoruba?" I said, "Yes, why not?" So um, I actually joined them, and I was given a lead role. That was actually a Yoruba film. Actually, I took part in one film, um, Scandal. Yeah, I remember now, produced by Fidelis Duka. I took a minor role in that film. I was a model before. I was doing wonderfully well modeling. So they've done so many adverts before then, especially the Three Orange Men for Mirinda at that time. So I was enjoying it until they said, film, film, where is the film? It's okay. So I actually like tried out and it works out. And since then, I fell in love with acting. You won't know until you get there. Sometimes it looks so easy, very, very easy. But you have to have a good memory. You need ability to remember what you have read. A whole book, I say book, a whole script. Then you put it. Actually, don't you cannot cram. When you cram, you forget. All you do is read and understand. Film is about give and take. Yoruba will call it fún kí n fún ẹ, ìsọ̀rọ̀-gbèsì, sorry. Yoruba will call it ìsọ̀rọ̀-gbèsì. So it's give and take. How are you? I'm fine. Where are you going? I'm going to market. Oh, call me when you get back. It's give and take. It's so simple. Can you imagine? Have we not done any of that? It's simple. But it's not so for a lot of people. When the camera goes on, poof, the light goes on, chick, chick, and the director goes, action. So people will collapse. Every role. If even though you're on set and somebody said, hey, Ayo, get me that water, and you bring it in style. Every character, every actor on set, every role you play is challenging because you have to do it well. Oh yes, I've said that several times. Because of where we are today, and we're not there yet when it comes to filmmaking. Okay, so we're trying. We're coming out well, fine. But what some of the because the industry is not really guided. So because it's not really guided, there's everybody just come in, and you see some script. My God, you won't like it. You see, yeah, some production, wash out. Even anybody can just say, "What is this?" So I don't want to be part of that because film is about future. When you do it now, in 20 years, 30 years, people will say, Ayo, I saw you in one film 30 years ago. That was why did you take part in? No excuse. So you can turn down scripts, yes. That's true. Very true. It's not that I stopped totally. I traveled, okay, number one, because I was just acting. I told you how I started. There was nothing, I need to get more knowledge. Because when I got into it, and I could see the future is very bright because we are starting up. The future is bright, so I need to equip myself. So I traveled. I went to England to study directing. So in case this is not, or in case I'm doing this, I can do this. I've seen so many actors. Eddie Murphy directed some of his film, and Clint Eastwood directed some of it. Now he's a well-known director now. So we just diversify, okay? Be diverse in anything you do. So as I act, I can direct. When I stop acting, I can start directing. And so that was why I stepped back a little bit. Then coming back again, and I didn't actually want to taper more in because everything is progressing. We are progressing. You can see even the last film, some of the films we see recently, wow, they're doing good. They're doing wonderfully well. So if you don't package yourself very well, you lost in the crowd. So I changed, and almost vowed that I cannot take part in home video anymore. I had to leave home video to get to the big screen where every of our every film industry in the world goes to. That is the culture of film. The culture of film is celluloid. The culture of film is 35 and that is where we should be. Any friend, I mean, you bring your friend from anywhere in the world. Oh, can we go to the cinema? Take them to the cinema. No, it's not just home video. We're getting there now. I will call it three medium. Okay, television medium, stage medium, and then film medium. That three parts. So, which one is the best? Where I belong is film. We progress to where we are today. Now we're going to the bigger screen. Then, of course, the stage. Then, of course, television. Television is it's just picture, whereby film is soft, and then film is film. People fall in love. There was a time in America when television took up the whole society, and television was reigning. There's so many different soaps. The mega soaps are making billions. So people want to abandon film. You know what they did? They said, what can we do? That was when they went for 75 mm. They were a big screen, just to make it entertaining and all of that. So that revolution was there then. So television and film are different things entirely. So we are for films, to entertain you, big sound, good color, then of course, best acting. Yeah, it's disturbing, but it happens. Not like they portray it, not everywhere. Okay, actors are too busy for that. Actors are, even in some cases, if you don't, some of the actors, you don't, ladies run after you, don't run after them. I mean, that's the fact. So running out, sex for role and all of that, I think they kind of exaggerating it. It's not as popular as that. It's not that common like they portray it. People just want to paint us so badly, and that is not it's not it at all. But that's not that they're not doing it. Some people do that. The opportunity, I wouldn't do that. And I see somebody that you fit the role, I encourage you, do your best, because if you don't do it, somebody else will do it. So something like that is everywhere, in every profession. So I don't know why they want to paint us so badly. It's not everybody at all. Film is about, some of the film is about glamour. Film exaggerates and hard glamour. So when you see somebody who fits in just glamour, some it's about dialogue. I can mention names like Ayo Mogaji. When you see an actor like Ayo Mogaji, it's not really about glamour, it's about acting, deep acting. But when you see Shola Shobowale, you see glamour and good acting. So different rules for everybody. Or you just Jide Kosoko, the presence of Jide Kosoko with his agbada and whatever, or RMD, good looking and whatever. Everybody has a role to play. Or are you Badmus? What do you call mine? I don't even know, but I know I shakara some of my fans,
That's a very good one. And
again, it's discipline and what I'm exposed to, what I engage with, who I move with, and then you should see my friends and people I hang out with, and the exposure. So all put this together. So I'm very cautious of my health. So I know what I eat and drink. Some of our colleagues can drink from morning to night. I'm talking about alcohol. And if you do that for the next 15 years, if you can live to 15 years, and imagine you drink heavily, even eat heavily for 15 years, something's going to happen. And whoever is having problem now, it's not now. It's been, for a long time. They don't care. They just, because they're not exposed to some of these measures, and probably that's the reason why. So I keep fit because I told you, I've seen the industry and I've seen the future. We're not even there yet. We're still moving. I still have a lot to do. Me, Badmus, I still have a lot to do. So I need to keep myself for every role. When you look at me, well, who can do this role? Oh, he's old. But it's not, look at him. Bam, I get it. So I can compete with Femi and Co. Even at my age. You get? So I prepare myself. That is what they do in Hollywood, even in European films, and even Asian films. That's what they do. It's a profession. You need to prepare for it. I'm going to. Somebody approached me on one of these deity character. I'm not going to mention it now because I'm not permitted to mention the name. There's a special deity, a big one in Yoruba land that want me to play the role, and that role is for the youth, and I'm playing it. I said, they said you can do it, you do it. Imagine arguing with a producer who have come to give me employment. I love Nollywood. Nollywood is my base, and where I remain. If I thought I'm being invited to Hollywood, I will go and come back. I want a situation where Hollywood and Nollywood will be apart, will be equal. And yeah, that's our dream, and we'll get there. But why I mention Hollywood is because we look up to them. They've gone, they have been there. They, they've done so many good films. And don't forget, these people, the technology of film is from there. What we do is art. We tell our story. I just told you about what character some of these producers came to tell me. It's about the art. It's about the story, our story, the local story, then telling the story. But what we use to get all this done is the technical, which is from the West. So if they don't do it well, you can as well tell your story under the tree. So, but to play it out, you need the technology, okay, which is from them. So we have seen so many examples. Look at that. And then, of course, we've seen Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Clint Eastwood and Lee Marvin and all of that. So we can, good examples of all these films. And there's nothing wrong bringing technology and a good story. And we can copy. If what we copy is good, it's okay. I'm actually saying it for the first time here. Very soon, because don't waste time. We can't waste time. Except Femi Adebayo has shown us where to go. As long as there's funding, funding is good. Is the money we shoot now is huge. There's no more joke anymore. I told you, I said, the reason why you've not seen me for a long time because I'm practically off home video. We've done so many. I've shot I lost count. Now it's time to leave home video completely and move to the next level. Now we are in the next level. If you cannot join us, I don't know. So that is where the money is. That's where development is. That is where the next level and another level is. I had so many advice from even my mentor, Tunde Kelani, in film production. It's just what I'm doing now. Prepare yourself every time. Get prepared. Prepare yourself. So that's it. Yeah, I'll eat cucumber plus lettuce and tomato and onion with egg. Sleeping. I like to sleep. So I rest my brain. In between my sleep, I wake up, think of what to do. I'll do this, I'll do that. Okay, I'll go back to sleep. If I'm not careful, it will come in my dream. So I'm working when I'm sleeping. Like I said, the industry is still very young. Those are the people that build the stage we are, building upon. They are not that well exposed. They worked all their lives. They're not exposed to what we get now. So you could see them work with their blood and sweat and whatever just to build something for us. We should not ignore them. Again, the technology and everything at that time is not there. So what you see with them is passion, and they struggle. Some of them forgot their family, parents, wives, and moving along with that passion. Now, the producer of these days, they just abandon them. Very funny. You will see, if they say, "Are you Badmus? Come and play a role of 80-year-old man." I don't have to do that. There's old people, old actors who can bring and play that role. Why me? They'll make me up. It's still funny. If you see some of this home video, you see one young guy of 27 playing a 70-year-old man. It's funny. We should not do that again. These old actors are there. Invite them. They will even do it better. But they've been abandoned. They don't even. So you can look at feminist film now. Almost every actor are there. If I do the same and another person did the same, you see all these actors be busy. The film is not just for the youth. There are old people who can play one role or the other. So don't abandon men again. But that is what we practice, and that is what led to what happened. And their fans, they're not stupid. They love them. I remember one of the actors, don't let me mention name. One of the callers said, I've been watching this one when I was very young. Oh, that caller was crying. And he said, I give him £1,000 and dollars. The guy was in US. I remember Father Yoloro, when he was sick, through this program, this guy, Daddy Fresh, is it Daddy Fresh or Daddy Freeze? Yeah. Was looking for someone to help him. So there was a call from one pastor. He gave him 3 million at once. It's nothing bad in that. It's because of deficiency, because of they're not capable. What is this? Help. Anybody want help. And that is what they render. They render their help. Are we going to blame them for that? Are you going to start blaming all these actors? You can blame us because we are more exposed to technology and whatever. We need to plan your life. We plan for the future. The rainy days is very important. Oh, yes. Now it's better now because we now go to the cinema. Cinema goes all over the world. There's a standard. Even Netflix will not accept that. One rickety young guy put it on. No, Netflix will not. We're all going to Netflix and the cinema. So that's a standard specification of camera, whatever. Then again, a standard of the character. If it's not there, they won't accept it. If you watch the film, what's this? Who is this? Bam. So this you can only see that on video now. So we're moving forward, bringing all these actors back. We see it, okay. I know a lot of producers now who goes to Netflix who say, now let's go and pick all these old actors. They're not too old. 60, 65. They're rendered. They could not do anything. So actually, at first some of us were engaged with that. How could we copy Hollywood and now Nollywood? With this, we can give it other name from within. Europeans have their film industry. They don't call it European wood. The Asian, the Chinese and the Japanese and Indian, they don't call it Chinese wood. But more like Hollywood. The meaning of Hollywood is that area. What the American call wood is bush. Okay, there's a seed called holly. Yeah, so that is what they harvest in that area. So they use that seed to name the industry, Hollywood, where they get that seed holly. So why do we get the holly here? We can give it a proper name that's it within us. But we kick against it at that time. But because those who enjoyed anything foreign, they were overwhelmed, and we were overwhelmed when we did voting, and they won. So we had to live with it. That is how we got Nollywood. Actually, there was one man who came from New York Times. his name is Newton. He came to study what we were doing because at that time, that was in the 90s, 90s, early 2000. People were choking out in Nigeria, and the whole world was seeing it. What are these people doing? Solely, there was no effort from anywhere. There was no support from anywhere. We were just shooting, and what was so positive for us was because we had this ever loving people who loves our film. And, the more audience we get, the more film will chunk out. That was all responsible for some of us that were dying at one point because it was stressful. If you see me at that time, there was no time for me to do any interview. I'll be in Ibadan, I'll be in Oyo. Ayo, where are you? The actors are so small, and the character, the roles, and the locations are everywhere. So they will overuse you anywhere you are. So that was what led to. So when the man came and he said, look, I have went around everywhere they're shooting in Nigeria. Only this is nothing. Out of nothing, it just said Nottingwood. The man mentioned Nottingwood, and look at where we are. They just use the man, this thing. But we have a brand. It's just a brand, and everybody's having it now. Nollywood is everywhere. We can't stop it anymore. It's gone.